Welcome, and gather around because we are going to have my personal favorites end of the year game ranking. And now, excuse me because I'm not going to have any tier list or something like that, but we are going to dive into my top 5 games of this year that have either been released this year or at least, I don't know, I just played the hell out of them into this year. But for starters, I got 37 games, at least roughly, for this year. But the contenders were a lot. I tried to pick mostly new ones, but because of the lack of the other ones not being released yet, I had to improvise to at least one of the spots. So yeah, just you've been warned. So yeah, as a disclaimer, I'm filming this before Paralives or Marvel Cosmic Invasion were even released, but I know Paralives had a previous release date in December, but now no. I just came across the Twitter post and it's been delayed until May 26th. But for Marvel Cosmic Invasion, as soon as it gets released and I get to play it, I will leave down a comment if it's going to be tied to a certain spot or it just didn't make the top 5 for me. Because these were the ones that I was strongly into them, and also The Way of Wrath. I'm really strongly into it, so I will just keep it posted. Starting with the 5th place, we are having Date Everything, which is kind of a weird dating sim RPG that I've never played before, and it's like full of story. You can date your furniture with some cool glasses that you're having, and you can basically animate them and bring them to life. And it was just crazy aspect to me when I saw the trailer and everything, and I pre-ordered it actually on the Switch too, and I've played a lot of hours because you're having probably over 20 dateable furniture pieces. Yeah, and I got almost all my bedroom that was dateable. And it was like really cool because you're getting to know them, they're having different personalities, they're voiced over. And it's like really cool because I'm like, okay, I expected it to be mostly text, but no, most of them are voiced over. And like a lot of them are having also perks if like it's a piano or having like instruments, and they're having different kind of like traits similar to if it was an instrument or something. I don't know, it's like really cool, it's really fun, and it's just a good time. It's just a good time in the weekend. 4th place is with Crime Simulator. I wanted something like Thief Simulator, but make it co-op, make it multiplayer, make it something that I can make and steal with my boyfriend and then just have a competition. And I just love it because this was literally released in 2025, and by the time I'm making this video, I'm like having over 10 hours in it already, because again, it's a Thief Simulator. It's not really stealthy. You can go rogue. You can literally just bash onto people that you're going into their homes and beat them up, or just bats have crowbars. You're having gadgets. They're destructible. You need to have them back. You need to upgrade your truck. Like it's your house. Also put a bed on it. Oh my god, it's like really cool. So you're organizing a heist and you're having kind of the goal and the total that you need to make at the end of the mission, and you're having especially let's say 3 days, because the first ones that we picked had 3 days, and you're going to just gather around, either go stealthy, either go rogue, either go however do you want. And some people have surveillance cameras, some people have like a really cool high-tech alarm. I don't know, the possibilities are endless. You can cut glass, you can steal their Statue of Liberty kind of like decor or something that is like really worth it. You can steal the paintings, you can steal everything. It's put with an interaction. And also I came across a latest update that they made, and you can compete with your friends, kind of like have a server, and then you're just going and stealing jewelry. Oh my god, yes, they just did the jewelry. I forgot about that, I just remembered now. So basically you can now have a kind of high-tech microscope that you can examine your jewelry under, and then you can see if they are fake or not. Oh my god, just imagine going into that high-tech, spending all your money on your gadgets, going into that high-tech house, and then just suddenly seeing that the jewelry is fake, and everything that you did in like, I don't know, 2 hours, or just you really planned it to a T. It's just going to shambles. It's just really fun. But before we are going into the 3rd place, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I'm doing more gaming videos, gaming reviews, everything related to gaming, and also bookish videos if you would like those too, because I'm having the YouTube channel with both books and games for Switch 2, games for Switch 2 and Steam Deck, and books from mainly every genre, but mostly fantasy and romantasy. So yeah. And also, since we are at this chapter, don't forget to go to my Instagram because I'm posting daily and especially updates for the content. Yay. Now let's get into the third place. The third place is actually a really cozy and customizable game that I always wanted, and it's Make Room. Make Room, which is kind of new because it got released this year. I believe I got it like a few days after the release, and I was like really hyped about it. And you're like having different contracts with different animals that they want to have different additions into their homes, but after you're completing their goal, you can just go rogue and do everything that you want with their house. You can add so many things that they didn't even request and still get the job done. And I was like, I can't stay here for hours. And I believe I put in 15 hours or more than that in just a couple of days. It was amazing. And it's really fun and it's really cozy and just like having a deep conversation on Discord. You can just literally play that and everything will be solved after a hard working day. And oh my god, I just forgot to mention, they added Steam Workshop items and there are a lot of talented people that are doing amazing stuff, and I'm just keeping and just doing everything I can and getting everything that I want in order to put into my tiny little pet friends houses. And I'm having over 50 plus items, I guess, into the Steam Workshop that I've subscribed to right now. Probably I think I should check them out because I haven't checked them in like 2 weeks or something, and maybe they made some new additions. The second place, it's the content that wasn't released this year, and it was released in 2023, I guess. The end of 2023 or the end of 2024, I kind of don't remember right now. Disney Dreamlight Valley that I had on my Switch 2, because the Switch 2 doesn't have the blue light filter, I kind of got it for the PC. Then I put some hours into the PC, and then for the Steam Deck OLED, but also, all of this conversation about it, I posted it on the last week's video. So if you want to check them out with 10 games that I recommended you to play for the Steam Deck, or at least that I just want to play them, and if you're interested in trying them also on your Steam Deck, go for it, or just on your Steam in general. I ran out of contenders, and the one that I wanted to be on the first spot, I mean, of course, I couldn't classify it as top 2 and top 1 at the same time, so yeah, we're having Disney Dreamlight Valley. I love the crop system, I love the friendship quests, I love the story quests. The story quests are not really that interesting, but unlocking zones and having like the quest for Dreamlight, and then also the events, I kind of joined on the PC when it was the Halloween event, and I had around 30 days to complete it, and I completed almost the entire, I don't know, it was 10 pages or something of rewards, or 9 pages. I got the entire pages, almost the entire pages, because I'm missing at least 2 or 3 rebirths, I don't know. But I got everything done in like 2 days. So I played a few hours on the first day, and then the next day I just ended it, and then I was like, okay, so now what should I do now? And then I just got really addicted to unlocking everything because it's an addictive game, and I couldn't stop. And this is my story right now with like 13.5 hours. If you would ask me what is Dreamlight Valley to me, I would just say an improved Animal Crossing New Horizons, because this is what I was lacking. I was lacking the time that Tom Nook was stealing from me for him to complete shit, because I was like, I am so fed up with me needing to wait 8 hours for him to complete a bridge, complete a building. I know things take time, but it's a game. Why would you simulate the time that it needs to complete something in real time? Why? And you will be like, oh, but 8 hours you're sleeping and then you're going to work. Yeah, but in the weekend, I would rather not. In the weekend, I would just play and do everything without time traveling and then just glitching my game out of nowhere. So yeah, it was the better fit for the Animal Crossing, or at least the successor of the Animal Crossing for me. And on the first place, I'm having something that was also nominated in the Game of the Year of Best Multiplayer, and I voted for it, and it's Arc Raiders. The way that I saw it, when I saw the trailer, and like my boyfriend was really enthusiastic about it, and I was like, why do you like it? Because to me, it seemed like a No Man's Sky. And I was like, why would you play it if No Man's Sky is like cheaper than this? Because of course, on some off sites, not really on Steam. Why would you play it? Because I feel like for me, it's kind of like the similar thing. Of course, sure, it's not a shooter No Man's Sky, but it's that kind of like extraction and gathering stuff and then adding to your spaceship and then doing your spaceship and then that's it. You're just unlocking a new zone. He was like, no, but this is different. This is with arcs and you're like killing arcs and everything. And he started explaining to me. And then I was like, okay, you know what? You're very interested in it. I'm just going to get it. We're just going to try it. And then maybe, I don't know, I will just refund it if I'm not liking it in 2 hours, you know, the Steam policy. I'm having 20 hours in it. Yeah, and I upgraded every workshop station on level 2. I've upgraded Scrappy. I still need to find apricots. I'm planning on going on night raid the next weekend with some of the friends. I'm really hoping that the duos mode is like close, because sometimes when I'm playing with my boyfriend, we're like really disadvantaged because we are playing versus trios. And I just hate it because every time we are knocking down 2 people, there's one dude that is after the corner or something. Because you know it's third person, it's like super easy to snipe them over the corner or just to see them, and then when they're all turning around you can goodbye. But the solo games, they're so nice. They don't feel like a battle royale. They don't feel like anything. They really feel like what it was the DMZ on Call of Duty, because it was like only you with a bunch of NPCs. That's it, the bots and whatever. And like you were meeting 2 or 3 people. Of course you were beating them, or just you were having a bad day and they beat you up. But most of the times you weren't meeting anyone. And if you met people were like early extracting, and you would just yell, don't shoot, from the bush, and no one would kill you. Sure, I got into a match or 2 where there were some people that they yelled first, don't shoot, and then I trusted them and they just backstabbed me when I was like close to extracting, and like also saved them from a racketeer. If you're watching this, you're welcome, but you've been not nice. But I don't know, it's interesting, and it's more PvE than PvP. Whatever it is right now. I know that now they made a patch and the updates with like making it harder to harvest for everything from the arcs, kind of like making me a try harder, but anyways. But I don't know, overall I'm enjoying it. I feel like sometimes it's slow paced, sometimes it's fast paced. It can be both at the same time, and also it's a really good medium paced game. And I really like the aspect in which you're like battling PvE, as I said, more, and then PvP. And I saw some wholesome posts on subreddit, on the Arc Raider subreddit, in which people were saying that they were doing solo spaceport. And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you want to be backstabbed? No. The guy was saying that he saved the dude from a bastion or something. I don't know. I don't know all the arcs right now because I haven't been playing a lot of maps or something. I've only been playing on damn Battlegrounds, and the second one that right now the name doesn't come to me. But like, you know, I don't really know a lot of things, and I also don't want to search for them, but I want to discover them with friends. So I was kind of waiting for them to play with me, and also with my boyfriend. I was like, hey, we're just going to discover it together, right? Because it's like on a funnier part. But when I saw that guy gathered another 5 people that were playing solo to do a quest that was like really hard and to beat an arc together and together to get loot, and they extracted together, but they were solo, and no one screwed that up. They were friends. Oh my god, and the post and the comments and everything was just so nice, and I was like, oh my god, that's the nicest community and the nicest players that you would see. Of course, and now probably if you're playing Arc Riders and got to the point of this video, you will be like in the comments, no, but for me on solos people just kill me or something. I just think that it's based on the servers, because on Europe and on the Europe side, the solo, oh my god, it's just desert. And I don't mean by like no one is playing solo, no, I mean by like no one is really tricking you or backstabbing you. It's amazing, and I was hoping that it would get nominated for Game of the Year, but hey, at least it's in my ranking of the Game of the Year, and in my Game of the Year it's Arc Raiders. So just goodbye, this was the video. Peace out. No, but for real, I hope you enjoyed the video, and this was like top 5 from this -1, top 4, I guess 4.5 from this year. I will keep you posted in the comments below with the Marvel Cosmic Invasion and the Way of Wrath, if they get on maybe top 3, top 4, top 3. But other than that, I just had really much fun doing this. And also, if you're on the bookish side, the next week I'm just going to post the book bookish ranking, so stay tuned for that as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave down in the comments below what you're playing or what is your personal game of the year for 2025. And until then, I've been Roxy. I'm seeing you on Thursday, and don't forget to also check me on Instagram because I'm posting daily and especially stories and updates. Until then, bye bye.